Sul, hello, and Labus. Welcome to another episode of the Payne Family Ultimate Decades Challenge. The year is 1374. It's day 3, maybe Thursday, probably Thursday in game. And we're here starting with the Jacobsons. As you saw at the beginning, something a bit strange happened in the middle of the night last night. But right now, the only person awake is Maritza, who's over here cooking away, cooking up a storm for breakfast. These guys have got hired a regular maid and supposedly a regular gardener, so we'll see if they actually show up today. So far, it's been a no-go, but maybe today. And this is their last day being this kind of family unit altogether. As of today, a bunch of them, Althea, you can go ahead and get up, my friend. As of today, a bunch of them are going to be going off and starting their own sort of journeys away from the family unit. They've gotten to that point, to that age. So it should be a little bit interesting to see how that goes and to see them all part. Oh, we've got 2 full cakes. That's pretty nice. Camden Brewer passed away. I didn't even know he was part of our family. Go ahead and grab a serving. Althea, you'll grab a serving next. Adam, you can get up and grab a serving too. Anybody who's ready to wake, oh my goodness, this kid is going to pee his pants. Kennard's still pretty tired, and Edwin's still pretty tired. He has not been sleeping very well, actually. Every time everybody else goes to sleep, Edwin is still up. He really has been struggling to fall asleep and to stay asleep lately. So he's been up in the middle of the night, and that has led to him seeing something weird last night that happened that nobody else knows what happened. Even Kennard the second doesn't know quite what it is that happened. He just knows that he kind of feels a bit weird, that he's really exhausted, and that it feels like something is off, but he doesn't really know why or what it means. He doesn't understand what it is that happened. And none of us do either so far. So it's kind of a weird moment in time. Oh, she's feeling flirty. Who do you have a crush on? Oh my goodness. Althea somehow has a bit of a crush on Maritza. Girl, please. Oh, I think I have autonomy turned off. Althea, do you want to go use the bathroom and then brush your teeth? Oh, these two are so cute. Everyone's just so cute. But today it is Theo's birthday. Oh my gosh, she's bubbling. So we better go ahead and do that. Happy birthday, buddy. You can do it. Up he goes. So he is good and a goofball. Okie dokie. I'm just going to give him any one of these. I'm not really looking. Drama llama it is. Go ahead and add some birthday candles there, fella. No. And he's got the body problem. So this has happened recently. I'd been pretty lucky with the genetics where I hadn't been having misshapen bodies, but we've now gotten to the point in the challenge that the bodies are starting to get a bit weird, or the faces are getting a bit weird, so I'll just have to fix it. But let's get him in cast and see if he's gonna make it. So I was complaining about this recently, but it didn't make it in, about how every time that the teenagers age up now, they come with the age spots. So annoying. There's a couple of things I noticed since I updated, which is now, I don't know, 2 updates ago, I think, that are just kind of annoying features. But he had curly hair. Oh my gosh, you guys, look at this. This hair is from A Hair 00 Brittany. Oh my god, look, it's everything. This was actually the only reason I updated when I did, is because these used one of the free textures that came in a previous update, and I wanted them in the game so badly. This one and that one, which is now Albert's hair, if you saw Albert last episode. But oh my gosh. For Theo Matthews to survive his teenage birthday, he cannot roll the number 7. That's it, so. Good, and will he get married? He will. And how many babies does he have the chance to try for? 4. So if you guys have forgotten, Theo Matthews is Althea's brother, and their parents were Blanche and oh my gosh, I cannot remember his name because he only lived for a little while. They both went down really fast, actually. Um, so they were taken in by their uncle Edwin. Oh, even the game has forgotten their dad. But yeah, they were taken in by their uncle Edwin because their mother was Blanche. I guess he's not really their uncle because their grandfather was Adam Fitzroy, and Adam is Edwin's brother. So they were taken in by him and raised by him. He took in a lot of the orphans after that second plague, and he has arranged so that everybody will be taken care of. So Theo and Richard and Adam the Third and Kennard are all going to be going off to learn to be knights, to learn the art of warfare. I've decided that Alaric, since he, no longer has a family of his own, is now going to be taking care of them, looking after them, and sort of making sure that they learn how to become knights and to become sort of like able to stand up in warfare, since that's going to be what happens. And then Althea and Helena will stay here with Maritza and Edwin. But Althea is coming up for marriage, and so Edwin's going to probably start to arrange a marriage for her and get her set up. He'll be paying for her dowry so that she can be set up in life and taken care of. So today's going to be the last day that all of these guys are here together. Maritza is hoping to have more children. Edwin still has like 8 baby tries or something crazy. And Maritza wants to use them. Oh, she's really tired. I didn't realize. Because she's only got the 2 surviving children right now, Helena and Richard. And with Richard going off to learn warfare and to become a knight, she's worried that something might happen to him and that it won't be able to work out the way that she wants it to work out. So she is definitely hoping to convince Edwin to make another try. But Edwin's been on the fence about having babies for a long time and doesn't really like the idea of it. He thinks it's pretty risky. He doesn't want to risk Maritza, but Maritza's been pretty convincing in the past. So we'll have to wait and see. Okay, Katerina just like sassed us, so I guess we'd better like flirt with her on the phone, which is really sending letters, of course, and chat with her on the phone because we don't want her to break up with us. He's obsessed with her. Oh, Adam and Althea are close. They're first cousins with each other, which I'm pretty sure they recognize. That's really sweet that they're cousins and they're super close. They did all get raised together, so that's pretty good. Like we've talked about in the past, Kennard actually, of course, passed away during the plague, and he was voted to return, but he didn't come back without a cost. There was a pretty big cost, which was that a soul kind of attached itself to his life force and was dragged back with him. Every 5 years, I've been flipping a coin to see if the soul would rise and sort of take control, and we finally hit the first one. So when that happens, what happens is that we have to roll to see what the soul is going to do that time and who it is going to go after. So everything is randomized. The people that he lives with immediately have the biggest risk of being the ones targeted by the soul, but in this case, it wasn't somebody that he lived with. Otherwise, we would know a lot more about what happened. It was somebody else. So we'll find out more about that as time goes on. It is more sort of is revealed to us, but for now, Kennard doesn't even know that that's happened. He just knows that something is off, something feels weird, something feels unnatural, but he doesn't know what or why. Okay, yeah, see, he's feeling pretty upset about stuff. We're going to leave the Jacobsons here with this ominous, worrisome thing about whatever happened with Kennard II last night looming over us. And we're going to go ahead and pop over to the Blounts to see what's going on over there after these couple of years that it's been. So I will see you when we get there. Wow, the weather is beautiful here today. Today we're here with the Blounts, who are up for Pompey's birthday. Now, if you've forgotten the Blounts, Alec was married to Portia, So Portia was a Woodham. She was the daughter of Eleanor. Eleanor was, of course, Adam's twin. Okay, you've all forgotten each other. So Eleanor had Portia and Osmond, who survived from that generation. They're both now dead. Osmond from that fatal duel. And Osmond's done pretty well. He's got quite a lot of children who survived. But Portia passed away before she really had a chance. She had one daughter who passed away. And then she had John and Pompey. Rhymes with Stomp-y. I think people really liked the fact that Pompey's name is so unusual. And so a lot of people were like, let's find out about Pompey. Well, today it is Pompey's birthday. So let's go ahead and see how does Pompey's birthday go. So happy birthday, Pompey. There's a lot riding on you, buddy. So go ahead and do your best to have a good birthday. Up he goes. Oh, he came out with a full head of hair. So he was inquisitive and now he is a plant lover. Okay. Okay, for Pompey Blount to survive his child's birthday, he cannot roll the numbers 3, 9, or 19. So, oh, that was close. So obviously it's good news that Pompey has survived. That's great news because like we said, it's just him and his brother. Look, they had so many baby tries. Look at all the space that I built into this house, ready for them to have tons of babies. Like they have this whole room, and then this whole room here as well. It's just insanity. Where you going, Alec? Coming to talk to him? Okay, well, fair enough. You can come and talk to him too. John and Pompey, both. John and Pompey are going to go off to learn to be knights, just like their second cousins over at the Jacobson house. And Alec is actually going to go with them to help Alark train all of these boys in knightedness. Oh my gosh, clapping together, that's too funny. So Alec is going to move out and go over to where the boys are getting trained, where they're learning skills and stuff, and they're going to all go together along with their second cousins, which I think will be good for them. Why don't you all play cards, actually? So they'll get to know some of their family members a bit better. They'll get to, sort of experience what it is to be part of a community a bit more. These guys are out here pretty far away from everybody else. They're out in the countryside. So I think that they'll be happier getting to meet their cousins and getting to learn more about the family. And that way as well, hopefully they have better chances at surviving when they go to war. Because as we know, the 100 Years' War is back on. It's back on in full force. And it is, not going to not pick up. It's going to keep going. So hopefully these guys will have a good chance to learn some things before they have to go and then have a good chance at surviving. We'll get somebody to look after their home while they're away next year. They will be out there learning to be knights with their family members and developing not only a stronger family bond, which is really nice, but also hopefully the ability to survive the wars that they will inevitably be a part of. So we're going to leave these guys here and I will see you in the morning at the next household. All right, so here we are with the Woodhamses. This is obviously the Woodhams estate. It is a big building, isn't it? And last night, Osbert went on a date. It didn't go that well. He went on a date with Lady Ida de Morville. She was more interested in talking to the king for some reason than us. So I don't think she's the one. So I don't know that you guys will ever see that, but he's off to bed now because he was out pretty late. Joan is playing with her brothers, Hugh and Godwin. Godwin? You're supposed to be playing with your siblings. Marielle's over here cooking up a storm because everybody's pretty hungry. It is night on the town, but I don't think we'll be going out to consume anything, unfortunately. Oh, something I meant to say, well, something I have said, but we haven't been here for in times that the audio was actually usable, is that Joan did have a baby, like you guys found out a while ago. She had a baby from an out-of-wedlock woohoo with her actual soulmate, a guy named Tayton Barnett. But when I did the out-of-wedlock woohoo rolls, what it came out to be was that the baby was sent to a convent or a monastery so that the mother could retain her place in society and not have any ill consequences for that. And so she had to say goodbye to the child. She didn't seem to be that fussed about it, to be honest. Something that I keep forgetting about Joan is that she is an evil sim. So I don't know why she's evil, but she is. And she didn't seem to be that fussed about saying goodbye to her child for forever. We might at some point in the future see him. It's kind of hard to say. In the meantime, she is hoping to marry her soulmate, Tatum. However, Tatum did meet her brothers not that long ago, and it didn't go well. He did not make a good first impression. Osbert and Edward did not like him at all. It didn't go well. So it doesn't look good for him. That doesn't mean that they won't necessarily get married at some point in the future, but it does mean that that's kind of it's going to be an uphill battle. I am tempted to just leave it up to you guys and say, do you think that she should marry him, or do you think her brothers will overpower this one and arrange for a marriage for her instead? Because they really didn't like him. Every interaction, their relationship dropped down further and further and further. The oldest brother, Edward, actually really didn't get along well with him. They had a really hard time. They were actually autonomously being mean to each other at one point, which was really weird. And something that's also weird is that since then, Edward he left and to go about his business. But we haven't seen him since he left. He left, and it's been a few days now since they last saw him. So these guys are starting to get a little bit worried about where their brother might be. But he is the oldest. He's the one who has to tend to the estates. And so it's not an impossible thing that he might have taken off to deal with his own stuff and to take care of managing the estate. So it's hard for them to know if this is something to be worried about or something that is not a concern at all. Why don't you go and apply some facial cleanser? Marielle, once you've done that, why don't you use the bathroom? But we're also here because today it's Godwin's birthday. Godwin, why don't you come over here and make a wish? The wish is, as always, to live. You come over here. You also come over here. Oh, you're not going to make it in time. You come over here. Everyone come over here and root for Godwin. The spare. The Woodhamses are super wealthy, so they've got a good amount of wealth to split between all of the boys, but there are a lot of boys here. There's 4 boys and then just Joan. So Godwin was creative, and now he is a horse lover. I'm kind of over that. I think a lot of Sims have gotten that lately. Disruptive, bro. What is up with the Woodhams children? Good grief. Edward is a grouch. Joan is evil, and now he's disruptive. Oh my goodness. You can be, I don't care which one. Sure, live fast. Everyone go ahead and put some birthday candles back on there. Good grief, what happened to you? He came out and he said, accessories, please. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm going to get him in cast and see if he's going to make it. This poor guy, he's weeping. He's weeping. Okay, and I accidentally closed the rolls before. For Godwin to survive his teenage birthday, he cannot roll the number 7. That's it. So, oh, he made it. Will he get married? He definitely will. And how many babies does he have the chance to try for? 10? Oh my God. Taken after his father. Gosh, the Woodhams boys. Osbert rolled to have 10. Edward's the only one who's been reasonable. He rolled to have 5 baby tries. Jeez, they want their line to go on. Oh my gosh. I don't know what the Woodhamses are thinking. That's 15 baby tries between the boys. And what about Joan? Joan has 9 baby tries. Oh my God. But yeah, I cannot believe that he rolled to have 10 baby tries. He rolled to have 10 baby tries. She rolled to have 9 baby tries. Mariel, there's a lot of cleaning to be done. Do you mind? Also, who were you going to talk to? And then Edward rolled to have 5 baby tries. So it's not even like anybody had a small number of baby tries. So I guess this bloodline is pretty secure. I think it would take something insane to upset that. Oh my gosh. Because they all grew up with Ingrid. So they remember her. Yeah, go for it. I'm actually tempted to have him call Lady over to meet because since they've got so many baby tries, also I'm really behind on getting some of these people married, some of these Sims married. So I think I'm going to go ahead and call somebody over for him to get to know. And then we've got one more place that we're visiting this episode. So I chose for him to go on a date with Yaroslava of Kiev. She is, of course, obviously a noble person. She's a noble person, but she is from overseas. So we'll see if they get along. Her family probably has money from trading and stuff. And we'll just see how things go. You can reach out for help if you want to, you know? Gosh, she doesn't know how he wants to talk to her. He wants to do all kinds of flirty things and also reach out for help. Yeah, Hugh can like pessimistic Sims. All of your family are pessimistic, basically. So if that's what works for you, you know. So we've got to ask if single. Yep, you can like cleaning. That's kind of your job here. Okay, thanks for pulling me up here. I appreciate it. Why don't you just go hang out in there? I don't know. Mind your own business if you don't mind. As for you... Whoa. She asked him. We all saw that happen, and it wasn't my doing because I was messing around with Marielle trying to make her stay out of our business. I mean, I'm not going to stop it. I'm a big fan of just letting what happens happen. And honestly, they need to get married anyway, so if this is what happens and this is what it leads to, oh, it won't work in here anyways. It doesn't work inside of the hot tubs or saunas anymore. Not with this current update, at least, so... Oh my gosh, it's actually gonna work? I didn't think it could anymore. Oh my goodness, excuse me. Pardon me, I'll go over here, thank you. Gosh, and I thought we were just gonna, yeah, go for it. I thought we were just gonna get to know people. They're doing it right in front of Marielle. Marielle's just sitting here, how awkward. Oh gosh. Well, that's awkward. Express admiration. You just blew my mind and we'll flirt with you. But could we ask what your traits are? Because that seems like it went from 0 to 100 in like 1 second. So we'll compliment your appearance as well. Oh, he has a crush on her. Okay. Look at how quickly their romance is going up. That's quite sweet. Here she is. She's pretty cute. Very cute, adorable. Oh, she's gloomy and generous. Oh my gosh, they're doing it again? Good golly, Miss Molly. Well, we'll give them some privacy. I think that that seems to me as if that's going to be, you know, the sim that he kind of wants to spend his life with. It's a bit of a double standard because Joan obviously messed around and now she doesn't get to decide her future for herself. It's going to be decided for her and she's not in control of it and she didn't get to keep the baby, but Osbert's in a different situation as a male at this point in time. So I think that if he's feeling it, he's going to go for it. He's going to propose. They're going to get married and he's going to get to work on his 10 baby tries. So, gosh, it's crazy. But anyways, let me know your thoughts about Yaroslava of Kiev in the comments section below. And if you think that he should get married to her. And if you think that Joan should be allowed to marry Tatum. Her brothers do love her, even though she's quite a difficult sister. So I think that they want her to be happy. It's just, will they accept what she perceives as happy? Or do they think that they know better? That's what I've kind of been stumped on. So share your ideas in the comment section below, and we'll probably make a decision based off of whatever you guys say. All right, so here we are at an inn. We are here because today and this year is finally something that I've been thinking about doing for a while. called A Pilgrimage. So basically, I was watching this content creator on YouTube called Birchwood. If you haven't heard of her, you might really like her. I think that she does a lot of things that are historically inspired. She looks a lot at clothing and a lot at food. And I actually stumbled across one of her videos where she went like camping medieval style for a week. And I was really interested and excited about that. So I ended up watching that whole thing. And then I started thinking about it and about how important pilgrimage was at this point in the past and decided to go ahead and give it a try. Especially once we had, the sort of adventure await system going on. But I will say that I don't know that it's all going as smoothly as I'd hoped that it would. Like, I've had to restart this a few times, and I actually had to move all of the pilgrims into one household in order to be able to figure out how to get it to start, which was not the intention. And probably I just don't know what I'm doing, and I've made a mistake with it. But here we are. So we have a couple of different pilgrims who have gone along, as you can see. We've got James Greystroke the second. He is one of them. Also, his sister Marianne, the younger Greystroke sister, she's along for it. Of course, Edmund, the current heir, although question mark is one of the pilgrims. So is Beatrix, who's currently cooking, because everything that I've seen has shown that these guys struggle to get their jobs going. Harold Payne, yeah, you can like affection. Harold Payne also is one of the pilgrims. He is the first cousin of Beatrix and Edmund. And Gregory and Rose Brewer are also members of this pilgrimage. And so these guys are going to, all of them, be on a journey together. And I do think that I've got this whole system, like I typically do, of both positive and negative things that could happen. Why does she feel nauseous? You jerk. Sir, now one of us isn't going to get to eat. I don't know who it'll be, but two of us won't get to eat. Oh, Beatrix just yanked that out from in front of him. So yeah, I've got some systems of both good. Oh, poor James, it was you. James, you can go and have a quick meal then, buddy. I've got a whole system as usual of both positive or potentially negative outcomes that could occur based off of random dice rolls and everything. But overall, I'm not planning on controlling anyone. I'm planning on letting them get up to whatever they want to get up to. And I've got a couple of different ideas for how things could go at this one. But since this is the first place that we are starting with, I figured that they would start at an inn. Oh, I forgot. Harold is a love bug. He's cheerful and a love bug. What a cute guy. But I'm not really planning on controlling them while they're on their pilgrimage. I'm going to put them in situations that are based off of some roles that I've come up with. And I figured they can sort of figure out how do they want to do things on their own. Like, what do they want to do? What do they want to get up to? And they can make those decisions for themselves. Where is everybody going? Oh, they're going up to play symbols? Those board games really kind of, yeah. Those animation errors are always at businesses and hobbies or adventure awaits places with the board game table. I kind of felt like since this is their first day on pilgrimage, this is the most well planned that they would have been. And so it makes the most sense that they would have, booked this in advance and that it would all be set up and ready for them. I feel like this is going to be the easiest night for them. They're getting to stay at an inn. They know that there's beds that they can stay in. There's a bunch of rooms up here that they can stay in. There's bathrooms. And then over here, there's some extra quarters for people to go to if there's too many Sims around. And so I think that that's kind of nice. But after today, they will have to roll to see what happens, if something good or bad happens along the path. And it could be quite good, or it could be quite negative, or it could just change their entire futures, which I thought would be kind of fun to be a part of. I also really liked the idea of letting them exist in this kind of environment where we get to see them away from their families. And hopefully, we'll have a stronger sense by the end of this about which Sims we really enjoy seeing. And which Sims we are kind of more ready to let go of. But they're going to be away for 2 Sim years. They're not pilgriming to anywhere specific. They're just sort of generally on pilgrimage because the weird mix of fantasy and reality that we attempt in this challenge just doesn't always work out. And so this is one of those situations where it would be really hard to try and say, oh, they're going to this place and make it feel realistic. So they're on pilgrimage to somewhere. I don't know where. You can tell me where. But they're going to be away for 2 Sim years while they're doing this just to make it feel impactful and give them opportunities for things to happen. They all had to pay 2,000 simoleons to come on pilgrimage because pilgrimage was obviously not free. They all seem like they're doing pretty okay. They're just kind of playing games, getting along. Harold, do you want to play with? Oh, I thought somebody was playing. Oh, Gregory's over there just reading a book. He's like, I'm happy reading a book. Thank you. Oh, Beatrix has decided to come and sleep in here. She's like, I feel more comfortable sleeping with the hosts and being safe. Oh, Beatrix, that's so cute. Harold's taken himself to bed. James has, Rose has, who's this? Edmund has. Kate is off to sleep. It's just Gregory left awake. Oh, and Gregory is going to sleep as well. Seems like everybody's just decided tonight we're going to get a good rest while we can. Oh, I meant to tell you guys though, last episode he'd already aged up without me, and so he aged up to be adventurous but a loner. He inherited business savvy from one of his parents, and he chose nature nomad, which is so cute. It makes sense given how loner-like he is. So that is the first stop on the pilgrimage. As they go through, you guys will see sort of the events that happen to them as they go. And I feel like at the end, you'll see all of the roles together to see how does their pilgrimage go, where does their journey take them, and what does it lead to. But for now, I think we're going to pull this episode to a close. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you if you're over on Patreon supporting as well. It just says that, you know, it's still worth doing, even with all of the troubles along the way, especially recently. So thank you so much. In the background of this half year, the things that happened were that, so over in Pirate World, Frida Christensen became a toddler successfully, thank God. And Gunther Stenson actually became a teenager successfully, and he rolled to have 4 baby tries, which is really exciting. So as always, let me know your thoughts and ideas in the comment section below. I know there's been a lot of new things going on lately, so just share your ideas. All of these are works in progress. All of the stories are works in progress, and your input is super valuable. So I hope that you've enjoyed this part, and see you in the next one. Bye-bye, everyone. That was an awkward sign-off. I'm a bit out of practice.